Well, this is the review of the Kukirin G2 version 2, and if you missed out on the very first video, which is basically the unboxing video, and I explain what's new on this version compared to the previous version, have a look at that. It will be linked in the description. Plus the second video was basically me doing a first ride test on this. So this is basically me going to be breaking down the speed, what the hill climbing is like, what do I think about the scooter, should you buy it, should you not buy it, what is it all about? Let's get to it. Now, speed is always important, so I did do a speed test on this scooter and we're going to have a look at that right now. What speed we can get up to? So we are at sport mode. No, we are at, race mode. The fastest mode possible. Full charge. And there is, of course, a good bit of wind today. So we are at 35. 36. 37. 38, 39. Display is saying 43. 40 kilometers an hour. 41. 42. Even with wind coming towards me, the motor is still pushing as best as possible. Okay, well there we go. With a headwind, full charge, we are getting 42 kilometers an hour. The question is, what will it be like if we're not facing any wind? If the wind is basically behind us. 800 watt rear motor, pumped to 45 psi. We should be able to go up to top speed with no wind. 43, top speed is 45 kilometers an hour. 44. Okay, there we go. 45 kilometers an hour. So as you can see from the speed test on this, I did actually get 45 kilometer hour top speed, which was also, as you can see, GPS tested. No complaints about the speed. It is quite stable. No really worries at all. Okay, so let's talk about the braking. This has basically upgraded discs, which are now 160mm in size. So they are mechanical disc brakes at the end of the day. Yeah, maybe you could go through the hassle of upgrading them to hydraulic brakes, but to be honest, they do an okay job for a scooter like this. Let's test the brakes actually. Let's go down hill. Bit of rattling, bit of banging coming from the front fork actually. Ooh. I don't want to slam on the brakes too hard, but yes, they do a good job because they have the new 160mm. And by the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to be answering a few of the questions that were posted on the second video of this model. Okay, well, let's talk about hill performance. I did do basically 2 hills, and let's have a look at that video now, then I'll talk about it in a minute. Hill number 1. Oh, come on. Oh, it is actually pulling us up. Yeah, suspension is absorbing all these crazy bumps. Here we go. Actually, so yeah, it did pump. It did just about drag us up there. Can it do it on 0 start on race mode? Let me get down to the end and try again. So we'll stop at a flat part and then we'll see can it actually manage to pull us up this time, but on 0 start. Oh, it is pulling us up. And the speed, funny enough, is hitting what, 17, 18 kilometers an hour. Okay, so I'm actually quite impressed, to be honest, that actually brought us up there. So there's another hill actually here. Let's go over these real fast. Oh, okay, bit of clacking there. Let's go up this hill again. This hill is a bit steeper. And it's longer. Oh. 17. Still pulling us up, no problem. 18. Okay. Again, quite actually happy with that performance. Okay, now, one more time. Hill number 2, 0 start. Can I get up? 1, 2, 3. Of course, a little bit slower at the start. Okay. All I can say is I'm actually really surprised, because I thought I would have struggled a little bit there because of how steep that is. But overall, if you live in an area where there's average size hills, you will not have an issue. So as you can see from the hill performance, it actually did perform quite well on those two hills. Don't expect it to perform amazingly well on very high hills, going really high speeds. It's just not going to happen. It's a rear wheel scooter that's only 800 watt peak. To be honest, if you're looking for a hill climber, I would suggest checking out the Kukirin G2 Master that I reviewed, or the Kukirin G3 Pro at least. They are more expensive, but they will definitely get you up crazy hills, and they are more suitable for off-roading. This scooter ain't suitable for off-road. Now the suspension on this latest model is the exact same as the very first model. I mean, it's okay. It's pretty basic. It's better than no suspension at all. It's not hydraulic, it's just standard shock suspension. Again, not a lot of complaints there. It will absorb bumps. So I think it's actually okay for the price point, and you do have a good bit of ground clearance there, so you can go off curbs if you need to. So overall, not a lot of complaints about the suspension on this. Okay, so let's talk about a few of the safety features. You do get, of course, actually quite cool lighting on this model. You have this I actually do really like this light from these models. It's nice, it's a nice bright LED, plus of course you get basically rear lights on this model. You get that newly designed built-in taillight right here, plus this scooter also has indicators. So you simply just switch on your indicator, let's say left for example, and then you basically have a bit of a faint light here. It's not the best, it is better than nothing. So the display is nice, quite modern. On bright days it's a little bit hard to see. If it's raining you might have trouble, for example, touching the buttons or changing modes. The power button will change modes for you instead. You just double click it if you want. You hold it down if you want your lights on or lights off. You can also have this on 0 start. So if you want it on 0 start, you simply hold down the set button here, and then 0 start will come on. So basic, very easy to use. You cannot adjust any parameters on this G2 model. It is what it is at the end of the day. The scooter will come fully unlocked out of the box, so no issues there. Again, on the safety aspect, you have actually quite wide handlebars. You have this thumb throttle here that you can also use as a twist throttle if you want. Now, one of the other features that they said that was improved on the version 2 was basically the waterproofing around the deck area. It is completely wrapped now with the rubber material. I would always be cautious riding any electric scooter in the rain, even if it is IP rated. So definitely take that with caution, take that with a pinch of salt as always. This scooter is a 48 volt system, and it is a 15 amp hour, and it only comes with a 2 amp hour charger. So it will take you a good few hours to charge this. Unfortunately, it will probably take you 7 to 8 hours, give or take. It's also, just by the way, it is IP54 rated, which means it's okay in light rain. So that's all you're going to get with the version 2. To be honest, I get asked this question constantly on the channel. What range can you get? Here's a rule of thumb. Whatever states on the website for the maximum range on an electric scooter or an electric bike, it doesn't make a difference. If you're going that higher top speed, cut that range in half. So for example, with this 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery on this version 2 behind me here, to be honest, you're probably going to get max 25, maybe pushing it at 30 kilometer range. To be honest, it is acceptable. The scooter is cheap, and there was a comment as well made by somebody that I'll talk about now in a second, but you can't complain really. And again, another question, basically, not another question, but it's comments that I get a lot of. Does it have key start? No, it doesn't have key start. And to be honest, key starts are completely pointless because the scooter can be easily turned on if you know what you're doing. Also, it doesn't have like NFC capabilities, because NFCs, same as key start, can basically, it just takes 2 pins on an NFC reader to start up a scooter within seconds, unless it's built into display like the Osm DT2 Pro that I reviewed just a few days ago. So the best rule of thumb is to get yourself 2 locks and put an AirTag on your scooter. That's really all you can do at the end of the day. Okay, so let's answer a few questions that were posted on the latest video. One person said, I have this scooter 3 weeks now. By the way, this is from a person called @Rogi6201. They said, I have this scooter 3 weeks now. All I will say is that it would be great if I had a key and a better battery. It's a great scooter either way, they said. The key is pointless, forget it. They are absolutely useless on electric scooters. Better off with a good lock or a built-in NFC reader or a passcode of some type. It's just pointless, to be honest. I don't like them at all, and I'm always afraid of losing the key on an electric scooter. Next comment was from a person by the name of Yamaha. They basically said, is the orange on this scooter stickers or is it paint? It actually is painted on all over the scooter, and on the deck as well. It is completely sprayed, so it cannot be taken off. Well, I mean, you could take it off, you could easily do that, but I can't see why you would go through that trouble. It's actually not a bad looking colour at all. There was 2 comments of this. This is from a person called Bass1J1SS, and they basically said, where can I find the 2025 version, which is version 2, which is the one here? Where can I find it? It's basically linked in the description, and it is selling fast because I do know that they had a couple of batches. They sold it. Now there is another container along the way. I'm not sure if they're sold out yet, but if you want the scooter, I would definitely just suggest go ahead and getting it. It is linked in the description. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. A person by the name of Manolis Portaridas or something, I don't know how to pronounce that. He said, hi, I ordered mine. I was wondering how does it go uphill. I couldn't find a lot of videos with hill testing. As you can see, it performs okay going up hills. Again, you need to consider your weight. For reference, again, I get asked this all the time. I am 80 kilos for all my camera gear. I'm 82 kilograms, so it goes okay up hills. Again, don't expect miracles with a scooter like this. And well, so what's my overall verdict of the G2? To be honest, I think it's a good starter scooter. It's only priced at just over €500, and with the latest updates on this, I think it's good. It has better tyres, it has a better taillight, the suspension has reinforced in the front. Everything is explained in the first video. Overall, don't expect too much from this scooter, but it is at an excellent price point. You will definitely have fun on this. Be cautious and wear a helmet. If you want to see faster scooters that I have reviewed from the Kukirin range, definitely click on the playlist that's shown up on screen right now, and I'll talk to you in the next video.